For decades, the global map of video games and esports remained largely static. The industry's gravitational pull centered firmly around the United States, South Korea, and Japan, where arcade culture and early consoles first took root. But recently, a massive influx of capital has pulled the focus away from East Asia and directly into the Middle East. Saudi Arabia launched the Esports World Cup in Riyadh, building massive neon-lit arenas and backing the tournaments with a staggering $75 million prize pool. To legitimize the event quickly, organizers purchased the historical Electronic Sports World Cup branding and flew in over 2,500 international players and team personnel to compete. The epicenter of global gaming was aggressively bought and relocated in the span of a few short years, bypassing the decades of grassroots community building usually required to anchor an industry. The billions spent on esports are a direct extension of Vision 2030. This is a macroeconomic state initiative spearheaded by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to rapidly pivot the country's wealth and workforce away from its historical reliance on oil exports. To execute this digital pivot, the state's public investment fund created the Savvy Games Group, a dedicated financial vehicle armed with billions of dollars to acquire global gaming properties. The strategy extends directly into the classroom. The Ministry of Education approved a mandate to officially integrate competitive video gaming into the national school curriculum across all education levels by 2026. Students will be graded on game development, digital literacy, and esports management, effectively treating interactive media as a core vocational track alongside traditional subjects. The neon arenas of the Esports World Cup serve as the marketing front for a state-engineered blueprint designed to build an entirely new domestic digital economy from scratch. While the state directs the capital from boardroom towers, the actual execution relies entirely on the citizens playing the games at home. This age pyramid illustrates Saudi Arabia's unique demographic reality. More than 70% of the nation's entire population is under 30 years old. Because of this youth bulge, the country is home to 23.5 million active gamers, representing roughly two-thirds of the population. Unlike Western markets anchored to desktop computers and consoles, Saudi Arabia is a mobile-first gaming culture, with millions playing competitively on smartphones in casual, everyday settings. The state is simply pouring high-octane financial fuel onto a massive pre-existing cultural fire driven by millions of digital natives. Inside Saudi Arabia, 42% of all mobile gamers are women. In a historically closed-off society, anonymous online lobbies and digital avatars provided women with a crucial, safe social outlet to compete and connect long before recent cultural reforms. This map highlights the distinct gaming motivations across the country. Players in the central Najd region overwhelmingly favor highly competitive, performance-driven play, while gamers in the western Hijazi region show a much stronger preference for casual games and escapism. These digital habits exist alongside traditional multi-generational tabletop play. Local social games like Balut, a trick-taking card game, are actively integrated into the broader gaming subculture. The Saudi gaming market is a highly complex, localized society, adapting digital play to fit their unique cultural and social needs. Expanding this localized culture onto the global stage has generated immediate friction. A deeply traditional, state-funded gaming infrastructure is now colliding directly with a highly independent, progressive global gaming community. The international backlash has been swift. Critics argue the investments are an act of sports washing, a strategy used by governments to distract public attention from restrictive stances on human rights and the LGBTQ+ community. The community behind GeoGuessr, a geography-based exploration game, organized a massive blackout of their most popular maps, forcing the game to withdraw entirely from the Esports World Cup. This chart shows the parallel trend between national gaming revenue and domestic friction. As the industry scales up, researchers are tracking a sharp, simultaneous rise in clinical internet gaming disorder, or IGD, alongside increased rates of cyberbullying among Saudi teens. The rapid adoption of digital play has forced the state to invest heavily in specialist mental health resources and clinician training to combat the negative side effects of their own economic initiative. The kingdom is now navigating high-profile public relations disasters abroad, while simultaneously managing a newly minted public health crisis at home. Despite the international boycotts and domestic challenges, the overwhelming financial and demographic momentum has successfully cemented Riyadh as a mandatory stop in the global gaming industry. But the ultimate success of this initiative will no longer be determined by how many billions of dollars the state can deploy into new arenas and massive prize pools. The true test for Saudi Arabia's grand experiment relies entirely on its ability to navigate the fierce ideological resistance of the global community and to protect the psychological well-being of its own 23 million players.